Yes, scientists, for example, who have a really new, remarkable inspiration, or, again, great artists, when they create wonderful things, this happens when everything is quiet inside, which allows this new to emerge, the new, the truly new. It's a pulse of creation.
Yes, sir, but they have, that insight is partial. This scientist's insight or perception is partial.
Partial. Yes, yes. That is to say, the formulation of that insight.
His insight is not only formulation, but the very fact of his insight. Because insight implies a whole transformation of his daily life. It isn't just, I'm a scientist and I have an insight into mathematics, into matter, into the atom. Insight implies the way the man lives as a whole.
That's right. That is perfectly so.
And any insight is a particular manifestation rooted in the background of the whole.
Oh, now we'll go off into something I wouldn't accept. Sorry, not I wouldn't accept. It's rather confusing, that. So let us talk a little bit about insight or seeing. Insight implies an observation in which there is no remembrance of things past. Therefore, the mind is alert, free from all the value judgments and so on, just to observe. Only then you have an insight. But that insight of which we are talking about implies his whole life, not as a scientist, as an artist. They have partial insight.
That's only a small
fragment of insight. But that's not what we're talking about.
No.
So it comes to this.
Yes. And what we talk is the whole existence.
Of course, the whole existence. Man's existence.
Yes.
If I... Sorry, sir.
I'm sorry.
So please.
So in that state of observation which you're talking of, there is no reaction whatsoever.
Of course, obviously. It isn't cause-effect reaction.
Quite. It's free of causality.
Of course, obviously. Otherwise, we are back in the old cause being a motive, and so on, so on.
And that seeing is beyond time.
Huh?
It is beyond time. That seeing.
Yes.
It is not limited or caught in time.
That's
it
right.
It is
it's not and that insight is not involved in time.
That's right. And naturally, it is neither cause or effect.
Yes. But wait. Not you, sir. Have we got this insight into, let me finish, into the psychological invention of time by thought as in achieving some result? Have got insight? You see it? Or is it just at a verbal, ideological level?
Or whether it is a fact. That psychological time necessary for seeing.
No, sir. We went into this question. Man has invented time psychologically to achieve a desired end, purpose, reward. Does one see this as an idea, or is it so? It's obvious it is so. then how is man, this is the point, how is man, a human being, to totally move away from that, totally transform this whole concept of idea, of time? I say it's only possible when you have an insight into this whole thing, which doesn't involve effort, which doesn't involve concentration, all that. This is real meditation.
In fact, it just happens.
It's real meditation.
Indeed.
So there's a dilemma which I think many people find themselves in when they listen to that, which is that in order to have this insight,
you can't have it.
well, in order for this insight to occur, there must be an insight into thought, and it seems like it's
No.
somewhat of a closed circle.
No. We went into this. Thought, as we said, is response of memory. Memory is knowledge, experience. And so, from the past, thought is moving.
Yes.
But always from the past. It is not free from the past, ever.
And we said that there must be a seeing and an observing without...
Seeing that.
Right. Now, we can't see that with
Wait,
thought. We must see
wait,
that...
no, don't say that. I said just now, what did I forgot? Sorry.
Well, we were saying that there must be a seeing, an observing, which is an insight
Into thought.
into thought.
Wait, just hold it. Thought, now, thought is the response of memory. Memory stored up in the brain through experience, and that has become knowledge.
Yes.
So knowledge is always the past. And from that, thought arises. This is irrefutable. I mean, this is so.
Yes. Yes.
And now, is this an idea or an actuality which you yourself have perceived? That you yourself see that ascent of man through knowledge is not so. Man can only ascend perhaps technologically, but psychologically, if he continues with the accumulation of knowledge, he's caught in the trap. Do you see that? Or do you make it into an idea and say, what do you mean by it? And so on, so on, so on.
But, sir, just to see that, I must be free.
No, observe. You first listened.
Yes.
Listening without analysis, without interpretation, without like or dis, just to listen. And if you so listen, you have absorbed it. Absorbed the fact. Thought is the response of memory. Then you can proceed. Then can thought ever free itself from its mother, from its roots, from its source? Obviously not.
But thought can be aware of its own activity.
Of course, we went through all that.
So would you say that if insight